The story, Niranjan, over to you in the Mumbai newsroom.
Well, Abhishek, we were talking about the common issues between George Soros, what he mentioned, and what the Vadra Congress has been saying or doing in the last few weeks and months. We were just going through the timeline of Salil Shetty, who's the global vice president of Open Society Foundation, owned by George Soros. Came across some interesting tweets. This is Salil Shetty's timeline, and look at this. The subjects are the same. Attacking. Is it a coincidence that even Soros's aide, around the same time that the Vadra Congress was raising this issue in Parliament and debating about it, trying to raise this issue in news conferences, holding protests, around the same time, Soros's aide also tweeting about similar issues. So you spoke about them holding hand in hand, walking hand in hand at the Bharat Jodo Yatra. I have some of these tweets. Look at this, Salil Shetty's tweet saying, seems like every one of India's independent institutions like SEBI and RBI, apart from friends of the current regime, inside and outside India, have been deployed to save Adani. So attacking Adani, attacking the government, claiming that the institutions in India are not independent. Exactly what George Soros was saying, exactly what the Vadra Congress is saying. So you see the similarity in tone. So we're just trying to highlight how there's a 100% match in the agenda, language, and issues that are being highlighted, picked up by both George Soros and also his aide and Vadra Congress. So there is a match between the ecosystem, I repeat, ecosystem, George Soros and Vadra Congress. Ecosystem, George Soros, Vadra Congress. Let me show you once more. The other tweets, I spoke about Adani and institutions, one such issue. Let's look at some other issues that they're picking up, right? Look at this tweet. For example, don't know about justice call, but Oka consistently shows spine. Proud of the Supreme Court of India judges that haven't compromised with the regime, shows the power of an independent judiciary. So, casting aspersions on the judiciary, exactly what the ecosystem does, exactly what Soros and his aide, Soros's aide, the head of Open Society Foundation in India, has been saying, exactly what the Vadra Congress is saying while attacking the judiciary. How many times have you heard them attack the judiciary in the last few months, weeks? Let's, come closer home. In the last few weeks, how many times have they questioned the institutions, including the judiciary? And how many controversies have we covered? So the change, the tone, the issues picked, almost the same. And I'm just going through some of those. Once again, look at this, another tweet where George Soros' aide, the VP of Open Society Foundations, speaking about democratic credentials, talking about India's democracy, batting for Siddiqui Kappan. And once again, you'll see a lot of Adani pieces from Soros' aide, who's raising the issues that, for example, the Vadra Congress has been raising. So I think it's a clear 100% match. If you look at them once again, I'll hand it back with this tweet. He says here, as expected, the authoritarian regime in India has been able to use the public sector institutions and fellow authoritarian regimes to effectively bail out Adani. So much for the free market. That's Soros' aide, Salil Shetty, who's the VP, the global VP of Open Society Foundations, attacking the government, our democratic institutions, and also the judiciary, and the issues are also the same. Is it a coincidence? The 100% match between George Soros and Vadra Congress. So it's not a surprise that Soros' aide is marching with Rahul Gandhi. Back to you for now.
Oh yes, absolutely, Niranjan. And the larger design, the larger conspiracy, Abhishek, is getting clearer as we unfold the story. Savia, requesting you to stay on with us. Also, Niranjan, as we are slipping into a very short commercial break, we'll be back on the other side with more breaking news on the same. Do stay with us. And a quick check of the big stories we are tracking for you this afternoon. As 48 hours on, Vadra Congress dons silence, where veterans are continuing to fight for justice for Lance Naik Prabhakar.